You're listening to A View from the Cheap Seats Wrestling Podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome to A View from the Cheap Seats. Today, well, it's very obvious, just look at the title. It's the Royal Rumble Recap. I'm going to take a look at the Royal Rumble, but I'm not going to take a look at the entire Royal Rumble. The undercard in and of itself wasn't bad, but nothing really substantial happened. The only thing substantial that happened that I even want to sort of point out is that they are still pushing the Miz versus Mizdow breakup, and hopefully Mizdow becoming on his own character again and going back to maybe Damien Sandow and things like that. But other than that, the undercard was just sort of there. The two things I'll be talking about, at least the two matches, there'll be many things in said matches, would be the heavyweight title match, the triple threat, and the Royal Rumble match in and of itself. Now, before I continue any further, this is not going to be a bitching podcast. If you expect me to be like the crowd in Philadelphia, and then you might need to turn me off. Please, there's other podcasts, there's other video series that love to bitch for hours upon hours of wrestling. I try not to do that. I don't feel it's helpful. Maybe you guys find it entertaining, great. Maybe you find me entertaining, great. If not, well, then you can turn this off and switch on one of them. Because I really feel like whatever's been going on, at least in the internet wrestling community, I don't think makes a lot of sense. At least to me, and I've been around for a very, very long time. Now, maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm too old, but enough of me rambling about that. Let's start the discussion, shall we? Triple threat. Triple threat heavyweight title. Holy shit. I don't curse a lot on this show, but now I'm going to curse for holy shit. I don't know what really I was expecting going into the match. I know it seemed a little bit slapdash. The whole show seemed slapdash put together. But the additions to Rollins into this match, I feel like added another sort of energy to it almost. Like, seriously, when you think about it, a lot of people were dreading this match. A lot of people do not like Brock Lesnar, still haven't forgiven him for the Undertaker streak ending, things like that. So a lot of it is sort of real animosity, and I don't think I need to talk about how people are getting sick of John Cena. I think we're actually at the point in the conversation, people are sick about talking about how people are sick about John Cena. That's just sort of what it is. In any case, one of the things that's kind of moving forward, though, is that Seth Rollins he's sort of like the top bad guy now, if you think about it. Yeah, you can say Triple H is the top bad guy, but in terms of like wrestlers, in terms of guys in matches, who's the top? Seth Rollins. And they've done a pretty good job of keeping him up there, being interesting, being a great heel, being kind of a chicken shit that he is. Oh, look, I cursed again. But it's sort of like this weird, fantastic sort of, hey, look, we can still make stars kind of feeling to Seth. And we like that. And we're like, so we kind of root for Seth, but we boo him secretly. We're like, yeah, you sold out, you sold out. But we're like, oh man, we're glad you're here. Like, that's how a lot of people seem to act and move about around him. So adding in this match, even though it seemed weirdly and late, actually I think helped it more than we ever imagined it possibly could. Because when this match sort of started, it was like, because we've seen Brock, Cena, we've seen the one-sided fight, and then we've seen Cena back fight. But this was cool because it was like a mixture of the two with Seth Rollins getting involved. Like, the story was great because the story sort of leading up to it is that Seth Rollins sort of weaseled his way in this match, even though he was supposed to be helping Paul Heyman. So now Heyman's a little bit pissed. Brock is very pissed. Brock doesn't really care about John Cena anymore. Like, if you watch the match and you watch sort of the beginning, Brock is just staring dead-eye at Rollins. He's like, you little piece of crap, you think you can handle me? And John's like, yeah, I'm John Cena, and Brock's like, no, shut up, listen, this guy over here, this little shit, oh wow, I'm cursing all over the place today, like, he was the one to go after. And Brock destroyed them both, like that, out of like everything. Brock absolutely destroyed, and the Brock way now, that seems to be the new thing, just suplex and suplex and suplex and suplex, like, and punch and throw you this way. Like, it was great to see. And and Rollins and Cena actually had a good back and forth. There was like a time they actually sort of worked together for a brief moment, and they're like, oh wait, we hate each other, punch, punch, kick, kick. And so there was a lot of really good spots, but I just like the story that Brock has sort of forgotten about Cena. He's like, listen, I'm here because this guy thinks he can hang with me. I'm going to destroy him now. Like, that is my goal in life. That is my main goal here. I'm going to destroy you. And you had a great table spot involved. You had Rollins do his, I don't even know what to call it. It reminds me of one of Hayabusa's move from FMW. It might have actually been one of Hayabusa's moves. I just don't remember which one he did. But it was like a corkscrew into like a 450, not 450, but like corkscrew into a 360 frog splash kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that makes no sense, but look it up on the internet. It'll be all over there, and they'll probably show it on a lot of replays of it on Monday Night Raw. But it was the best match of the night. Like, hands down, best match of the night. And a lot of people saying it's been the best match for the year. Now, that's cool to say, but it's the first major match we had this entire year. You know, we need to slow down. It's only January. But for whatever reason, what will look like to be something that everyone would just like shake off and like, meh, I don't want to see it. We got it. Like, we got a really good match out of all three of those guys. And I don't know if the Cena Lesnar angle is done now. I don't know if this was sort of the last of it. I want to say it is, only because I saw what happened at the end of the Royal Rumble. We'll probably have a lot of people upset about that. I'll get to that later again. But I think this might be the end of that chapter. Lesnar only has one match left, to my knowledge. And that is WrestleMania, of course. So the question was, who would he face at WrestleMania? And of course, that was going to be answered in the Royal Rumble match. Cool thing about the Royal Rumble, one of the things I kind of realized there probably wasn't going to be a title change tonight, and I've said it in my Facebook page. Please like it. There'll be a link in the description below. Is whenever the Rumble match itself is the main event, there's a good chance there will be no title change. Usually there's a title change when the Rumble match is the second to the main event. So when I saw that the triple threat was coming up before the Rumble match, I was like, all right, I feel pretty good in my prediction that Brock's going to win this match. And he did. Fantastically, I might add. So we have the Rumble match itself. This is where the drama starts. The Rumble match. Why does the Rumble match always bring drama? The last 2 years, lots of drama. Last year is because Daniel Bryan wasn't in it. But he's in the Rumble match this year. But he got eliminated by Bray Wyatt pretty early. And that deflated the room tremendously. The matches, I think it started off, the Rumble, the first half of it started off really good. We got to see the return of Bubba Ray Dudley, of all people. Woo! 3D! But we didn't see Devon, so we're like, oh, it's half of 3D, half of the Dudley Boys. It's a Dudley boy! I don't know if he's sticking around. I'll have to look into that. I don't think he is. He might, though. I know he was talking to have like another run, but now, I mean, as much as I love Bubba Ray needs Devon. We need the Dudley Boys. We absolutely need the Dudley Boys. But in any case, Daniel Bryan got eliminated. Air went out of the room. Everyone's upset. I was upset. I didn't, because he got eliminated pretty early on, and then it just sort of went downhill from that point. But here's the thing. So let's just get this out of the way. Roman Reigns. Okay, everyone? Roman Reigns went on to win the Royal Rumble. I hear everyone hissing. Some cheers, but mostly hisses. And my unknown feeling is I don't get the hate behind Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns... Okay, here's the thing. This is kind of why I hate the internet. And why I don't quite like what the internet wrestling community has sort of become. The internet wrestling community has sort of become, we choose who we love, and if they don't get exactly how we want it, then we start to piss and moan and bitch, when it doesn't make a lot of sense. Why do people hate Roman Reigns? Well, ever since he split from the Shield, he's been boring. Why? He hasn't really changed. He hasn't done anything to be boring. He's still the same Roman Reigns. He still puts on pretty good matches. He still has the same moveset. But well, okay, he has really bad promos now. Guess what? Everyone has bad promos, especially when Vince is writing them and trying to write him what he's not. He's trying to write him like the second Rock. So he has a couple of bad promos under his belt, and you don't like him because you consider him boring because it sits into the WWE system of 5 moves of doom. Despite the fact he's actually had really good matches with those moves and hasn't been that boring. He hasn't been that different than he was in the Shield. He's just talked more. People don't like that he's talked more. That doesn't make any sense to me. It absolutely doesn't. I know I'm saying this wasn't supposed to be a bitching show, and here I am bitching, but I don't get it. Like, I understand when the Shield broke up, everyone on the internet chose their favorite, and somehow Dean Ambrose became their favorite. Guess what? I love Dean Ambrose. I think he's a great sort of mixture of definitely old school characters, but a little bit of a new twist onto him. But guess what? Yeah, I understand he's really popular, and you guys all really love him. I do too. But Roman Reigns is the one they sort of chose. Now, I'm not saying, well, I don't have to sit here and take it. No, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. But bring up better reasons than he's had a couple of bad promos and you don't like how he's getting pushed over, quote-unquote, your favorite. Despite the fact that even with all of the crap Ambrose has gone through, he's one of the top babyfaces. Seriously, every time. Oh, no, he's lost. People still cheer. People still buy his merchandise. And people still want him there. They will pay money for him. That's not really a burial, is it? No, it's not. He's actually going to be one of the top baby faces. Maybe he won't win the championship this year, or maybe he will. We don't really know. But I want to tell you something right now. The whole thing of Roman Reigns being like this antichrist of wrestling makes no sense to me. Absolutely doesn't make any sense to me. Do you want him to talk less? Is that what you want? That's kind of hard to get over then. Some guys have to have sort of a talking ability. Take a breath out of that long diatribe, and I apologize for that. I said I wasn't going to be bitching, and here I am bitching. Now, the Rumble itself, the second half of the Rumble, I didn't like as much as I liked the first half, but the winner I have no real problems with. I think another reason I know a lot of people sort of shitting on it, is because of the crowd, and it was taking place in Philadelphia. And guess what, everyone? Philadelphia is full of assholes. It is not the city of brotherly love. It's the city of brotherly fuck you. That is what it is. This is a city that booed Santa Claus. They've booed their own football team God knows how many times. Philly is just a bad representation of a lot of fans. Because guess what? I went to the SmackDown taping here in Austin, Texas. When Roman Reigns came out, boom, everyone cheered. People were standing up. People were like, yeah, woo, yeah. So yeah, Philly doesn't like Roman Reigns. You know who Philly doesn't also like? John Cena. They also don't like a lot of other guys who are actually really good. It's Philly. It is the smart, markiest place, one of the smart, markiest places in all the United States. I guarantee you, if this Rumble happened somewhere else, you would have gotten a huge, huge response for Roman Reigns winning. It was bad timing, bad location. I guarantee you, Hartford, Connecticut, when they have Raw tomorrow, when they show that Roman Reigns won and he gets a promo and all this interest, I guarantee you, the people will be excited there and people will cheer. And that's what the WWE sees. I don't want to defend the WWE because I made a lot of stupid decisions the last over year or so. I don't want to defend them because, yeah, I don't like the fact that Daniel Bryan was eliminated really early. It definitely hurt the show overall. But honestly, I think things were going to work out. We're at the exact same spot we were last year, where people were having God knows how many, like, conniptions. The cycle has repeated itself. And then what happened? Well, we all ordered WrestleMania and we all were happy for a while. Yay. I do think things are going to change. I do think things are going to move in the correct direction. I understand how people are upset, but I understand that I think they're upset for the wrong reasons. They're upset because their favorite didn't, quote, win. I get it. I know that feeling very well. But their guys that they're hating are getting a bad rap. They're absolutely getting a bad rap. And I really feel like that's what's happening right here. Like, I really feel like whatever is going to happen is going to be either great, maybe it'll flop, but I think it's probably going to be pretty good. Like, that's just me. Because I'm going to look forward to Fastlane? Alright, yeah, that's right. Hell in a Cell. Not Hell in a Cell. Elimination Chamber's getting a small retirement, it looks like. I wonder why that is. I'll look that up. That's probably because like the arenas don't like a giant cage thing hanging over their rafters, pulling all the weight down. But here we have 2 months until WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania. We have what looks like to be, and guess what? This is sort of what we've been asking for, guys. No offense. Maybe it's not the way we wanted it. People said, we want new stars. Well, guess what? Brand new star. Will he burn out? Will the things change for the better? Who knows? I, for one, enjoyed the show overall. I enjoy the Rumbles. Always enjoyed the Rumbles. Even bad Rumbles I enjoy. People might say, well, this was a bad Rumble. No, it wasn't. This wasn't a bad Rumble. It was an alright Rumble. I enjoyed it. Maybe I didn't leave super happy, but I'm excited to see where things go. We have a couple of months, and hopefully we're going to build some things up together. Who knows? Who knows? Sucks that Daniel Bryan didn't win. Sucks that Dean Ambrose didn't win. But hey, could have been a lot worse. You guys want to have another Cena Rock match? I hear a lot of no's out of there. Oh, okay. You guys want to see a Cena Rusev match? Okay, still a lot of no's. I see a lot of no's. Kind of with you on that one. All right, but anyway, that's all the time I have. That's all the bitching I'm going to do for this week. Hope you guys have all enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, share, do everything you want. I have a Facebook page, link in the description. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. This is this week's View from the Cheap Seats. Until next time, everyone.